Hello everyone, welcome to our exercise today. Let me know where you're watching from. This is a pro bono bonus additional exercise to our masterclass that we had 2 days before, because I saw that during the masterclass, many of you were asking me about your pricing. And when it comes to promising to you six-figure business, we need to talk about pricing at some point. So let me know if you're here, if you're watching me from, where you're watching me from, and if the sound of the picture is okay. And we're going to talk about rates, pricing to help you reach six-figure business. That it was my main point. So hello everyone, I see that you're here live with me. Let me know where you're watching me from. And start, okay, writing your questions in the chat, because this is all about you. Today we're going to answer all of your questions when it comes to rates, okay, and how you can increase your pricing, how you can overcome any mindset issues that you might be dealing with. And I'm going to disclose you how we set up with my mentees in my private programs the actual pricing model. Hello everyone. I see some comments. Hello, Angela from Italy. In order to be able to see your name, you need to click on the StreamYard link that you see above here. Amazing. Julie's here. Where to find out the good rate? Okay, Julie, amazing. There is no guidance from our professional association where I live. Okay, Julie, where do you live? I see your questions, guys. And I will be answering all of your questions. We are live in the Mentoring for Translators group, where the actual masterclass took place 2 days ago. And yes, I would like to see all of your questions, guys. Okay, perfect. Edit privacy. Okay, so Angela. Angela, you are in the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System, is that correct? Let me see whose Angela is this. Yes, Angela Moneta, amazing. So Angela, we're going to cover that. Do you have any questions about pricing on the last masterclass? Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, Ileana. If you have any questions, let me know. Amazing, Angela. So as to be able to see your name, to be able to share your comments, you need to click on the StreamYard link. If you have any specific questions like Julie asked already, perfect, Angela. So yeah, I still cannot see your name. So I have here my okay, you cannot see it most probably. I need to bring it here in front of you, where I will be able to write on it. Okay, because of the green screen, maybe it's not shown. Okay. We cannot so I was about to write to you there on the board that I brought for my retreat, summer retreat. So I bought the board, guys, a wide one. You cannot see it anyway. So for the mastermind retreat, yeah, that we have in June with my mentees. Ileana will be there, Lisa will be there, Lisa Crosta, Ileana will be there, Mira Dittmer from Germany, Patricia Cardoso from Portugal, Christina is a legal translator, friend of mine. We graduated from the same department. The university will be there with me. We'll be traveling together. So I have some surprises for you. One among of them are the white board that you cannot see because of the actual. Okay, perfect. So drop all of your questions when it comes to pricing here. So Adela, what's your main question? Why did you attend this training? And let me know, guys, if you have any questions about your business, the masterclass, leveraging your LinkedIn strategy. Okay, 5 steps to generating more leads and sales through LinkedIn. That was held this Monday, Tuesday. And yes, and also today I'm here to answer all of your questions about pricing. And I also saw Julie's questions about where you can find the prices, and I can show you on my screen how you can do this. So there are several different ways where you can find let's say the average pricing per language combination. One of those are on Pros. So you can use Pros, and I will share my screen to show you how you can use Pros to find that, the pricing. And let me know where you're watching me from and drop your questions in the chat. I assume the sound, the picture is okay. Okay, so Angela, any questions? Let's start with Julie's question. And I would be very much interested. I won't be sharing your pricing if you would like to share with me. So use the chat below. Ask me anything about pricing. The questions that you asked me during the masterclass, and I promised you I will go live and answer those questions about pricing. They were so good questions, but they were irrelevant to the actual training. And the actual training was already 2 hours. So that's why I actually prefer to go live in an additional today exercise to talk all about pricing, how you can change your model. And I will be sharing shortly my screen to show you how I've been doing that with my mentees, and I can share with you an Excel spreadsheet where you can find out your pricing model, and also an Excel spreadsheet specifically on how much you need to raise your rates from your existing ones if you would like to reach a six-figure business or your financial goals. So let me know in the chat what your existing pricing and what's your goal. So I will be able to do this exercise for you specifically. And also, if you have any questions about rates and pricing, then also that's your chance to ask me anything. Use the chat below to ask me anything about pricing. Okay. Let's start right away. And yes, the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system that Angela has already signed up, and we have people already in many different countries. Ekaterina is there. Maria Elisa joined yesterday. So many, 6 people joined yesterday already. Michela from Italy. Thank you, Michela Pizzarini. 6 people, I can't recall the names, but I will get back to you with a personalized email by tonight, okay? Yes, and the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System starts in June 16. Yep. Okay, guys, so let's start by sharing my screen to show you how you can find the prices. First of all, Julie asked me in the exercise, in our group Mentoring for Translation exercise post, how she can find the pricing. So Julie, if you can tell me where you're based, because you mentioned that the local association, yes, local associations are a very good way, okay? To start with, so you can ask your local association. Some countries, they're not allowed to give you pricing, okay, and rates, because it's not allowed like here in Greece, but they can give you a spectrum, they can give you an idea, so as not to start undercharging your services. And in the masterclass on Tuesday, what I just said with you, the main reason I really started and I will be sharing here in the chat the calculator, to freelance rates translator calculator. That's for freelancers working with agencies. So it's a different the pricing we're going to do for freelancers that they would like to get into direct clients, that you need to change your pricing. That's how the actual talk started in the masterclass, and different pricing. So here in the chat, I will be sharing the link for translators, rates, calculators. So as to find out how you should charge based on your language combination and the link. I'd like to go from 7 cents to almost a double. That's my price for agencies. Yes, definitely. So at least you got it right from the masterclass. One thing that I really love you to take away from Tuesday's masterclass, especially if you would like to break into the direct clients market, is the fact that you need to change pricing. The most common mistake that I've seen, and really underlow our profession, that's our responsibility, okay, to leverage our profession, is pricing and charging the end clients the same rate you charge, okay, agencies. So one thing you can do, start by today, is have different pricing model, not only about rates, but also the way that you actually charge them, to change that, the way that you quote them, the information that you include. You don't need to send a quote and a purchase order to their clients with a per word rate. That's what we discussed in the masterclass, and that's why I went live today with you. I'm live with you today to start everything okay from scratch for you. So let's start. First of all, you need to know what are the right average rates per language combination. And of course, you need to make competition, let's say, monitoring locally, since Julie mentioned in our group that she cannot find the rates from her local association. Some countries, they don't even allow you to do so. So really understand that. So in case you cannot find such information, you can always monitor your competition, agencies locally, Julie. How much do they price their end clients? You can find that. It's publicly shared, and you can find out what are the average rates. Still, though, charging with the average rate is not a strategy. Oh, yes, it's okay to monitor the competition. Yes, it's okay to be competitive enough because you know what are the average rates, just to know if you are in between, okay? But if you don't know how much you need to charge just to pay your bills and to be able to make profit by the end of the month based on your living expenses, the country you're based, and so on, you will never reach a six-figure business, and you will never be able, let's say, to reach that financial independence. Even if it's not a six-figure business, financial independence is something that you need to have as a goal, as an end goal. And in order to reach that financial independence, first of all, you need to know where you stand, your expenses, how much you charge, What's your daily output? And that's what I'm going to show you here. So I'm sharing here in the chat, pros.com/translator-rates-calculator. It's a link. If you find it, Ileana, through my public Facebook account and my LinkedIn, if you can put it in the Facebook group, okay, it's a calculator that you can find out. But that's, first of all, two things. It's the average for freelancers per language combination. So that's at least the minimum you should charge. I wouldn't go for lower. And definitely you can have higher rates. So even if there it includes, okay, an average, you can always have higher rates, okay? And you can always justify that in your mind, because first we need to convince ourselves about our rates, to feel confident ourselves about our rates, and then to make that visible to our end clients. So it's an excuse when I'm hearing people, they tell me, you know, my clients are not going to, let's say, accept the rates. No, it's about you accepting that you cannot go lower from a threshold, the minimum rate that you need to charge, just to be able to make profit and pay your bills. So start with the end in your mind, start with what you would like to make notes and write down all of your expenses just to know. And there is a tool in the Mentoring for Translators group in the file section. So totally recommend you to go there and find it. And Ileana, if you can put it, the link in our group, in the comments, so people to get right away access to this tool. It's very comprehensive and it really helps you to calculate your expenses and based on your daily output to find out what should be your per word rate, just to be able to make some profit and income. Okay, extra income, profits, just to pay your salary as a freelancer. And always, I mentioned that on Tuesday's workshop, that you need to see yourself as an agency, as a company, as an entrepreneur, even if you are a solopreneur, a freelancer, just to make profit. If you don't make profit, you're not a business. And you might tell me, I'm not a business, I'm a freelancer. You are a business. If you have paid taxes, if you issue invoices, if you need to make profits just to make a living, then you're a business in a smaller business format and model, but still the mindset behind of it and the strategy in a simpler format is the same when it comes to making some profit. So thank you guys for joining me live. Let me know where you're watching me from. If you have any questions along the way, I would really like to answer them. So I'm checking also the chat. So Angela, let me know. Julie, let me know you have answered your question. And I have also addressed that through the link that I will be sharing in the chat. And I have already shared on the Facebook public pages and YouTube. And I will be sharing that. So who mentioned from 70 to do double? That's Angela. We're going to do that anyway in the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System. Okay. Starting in June. So if that was Angela, yes. Okay, Angela, that was you. So definitely. Let's start. Okay, to take step-by-step process here. I would like to have a blank screen here for you guys. So give me 1 minute to open my Google Docs. And in the meantime, let me know your questions. So that simple Google Doc is going to be an empty page where we're going to talk about pricing and rates for freelance translators, of course, and also secondaries for direct clients. So let me share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen shortly. Thank you, Leanna, for sharing the link in the chat. I think is from a video. I don't want you to share a video. I would like you to share from the files the actual Excel spreadsheet for the pricing strategy. If you can find through the files section, let me know if you cannot. So I assume that you see my screen and I'll make it as simple as it gets. So let me make bigger the screen for you. I'm zooming in. Okay. So I assume you see my screen. Perfect. Okay. First mistake that we need to change and talk about pricing. As let's take Angela's example. So we're going to talk about pricing for freelance translators because in-house translators, they usually have a salary. And also, even if we talk about freelance translators, we talk about, as I mentioned, solopreneurs and people who see themselves as businesses. So there's a different pricing model and pricing strategy when it comes to the type of client we address. So if let's say Adelacy has 0.07 cents, let's say dollars, euros, whatever, okay, we put a currency here. Per word, it's always per word, source word usually. Is that correct, Angela? She needs to have a different pricing model and strategy when it comes to direct clients. So the first thing that you need to do, guys, is to write down what is your existing pricing, how much you charge your existing clients, and you need to know if your existing clients are agencies or direct clients. So if you've been working with agencies, it's pretty clear. You most, or all of you mentioned you work from, yeah, perfect, 6 to 8 cents. So with agencies, so you need to change your pricing when it comes to direct clients. Why is that, you might tell me? Is there anyone who doesn't understand? Angela, you understand why you need to change your pricing when it comes to pricing your direct clients? Let me know. First of all, okay, the direct clients, there are no intermediaries like agencies. So even the agencies you work with, most probably they don't charge 7 cents the end client. They include the charge of the proofreader, then they include an overcharge for them, the tax, and then the end client's pricing, which most of the times is 2 or 3 times even more from the rate that you are paid. So you are able to keep the standards of the industry high by charging the end clients the rates that they are familiar with, and usually the agencies charge for. You don't need to have the expenses an agency has in order to charge the end clients, because that's a very common, yes, it's a different approach. It's not only about being a different approach, it's about lowering the whole profession. The main reason I started mentoring other colleagues back in 2016, I created the first voluntary program here in Greece, was because I was used to seeing newbies, new translators charging 1, 2, 3 cents per word because they didn't know. And that's the reason why our profession is so, let's say, underrated at some point, and it's considered one of the professions that is not profitable, even if it's one of the 10 best professions, more profitable professions that we have the most work when it comes to crisis. So during a crisis like the war right now, which is a sad situation, okay, I'm not like clapping here for such a situation, or let's say the crisis we used to have here, the financial crisis as a country, or then we had COVID. So crises happen all the time. The situation gets worse and worse. But translators and translation is an industry that sees a rise during a crisis. And if you look at this online to official surveys and research results, translation is among the 10 professions that they see rise during crisis, and one of the 10 professions globally, worldwide, okay, that is ranked as among the most profitable ones, and the ones with a future. Even if AI exists, even if Google Translators exist, machine translation exists, our profession still grows. And that's something we need to find out very well. And I really encourage you to go online and find such research results and see that we are, as a profession, among 10. But contrary to this, we are not considered in most people and professionals' mind as a profitable industry. Remember, I was at a social event, and I talked to a guy that he was living in Switzerland, if I'm not mistaken, and with his family, most probably their children would be trilingual or bilingual, because both of them were from different countries, so their children were bilingual. Living in a different country would be trilingual, okay? So I told him what best for them to become translators. And he told me, he didn't know my job, of course, and he told me that I don't want those kids to actually, die because they won't be making enough money. In a different way, it was in Greek, but the discussion, that's what showed to me is the misconception that exists out there, that everyone that becomes translator is not going to make money. And that doesn't exist only in other industries and other professions. Even ourselves, as translators, at least here in Greece, we have this, let's say, bad conception idea in our mind for a profession that we cannot make profit, is a not profitable industry. When I'm telling people and colleagues what they should price their services for, they're telling me, is it ethical? They find unethical to charge, let's say, what's their worth for a book, let's say, or a long, big project. So first we need to change our mindset so as to change the way other people see our services, and then to take the action that is needed, like we're going to do today, so as to put small steps every time to leverage our industry. It's our responsibility to be considered, okay, as a serious business to our end clients, and to show them the value that we offer to them, so as to be able to claim what we deserve. I'm not telling you, to charge something that's unethical. I'm telling you that you need to make profit and you need to be able to pay your bills from your profession, especially when you've been studying for so many years and you are a professional with so many credentials. Most of you have masters of degrees. Most of you have 1 or 2 different degrees in different fields. Most of you've been highly educated with PhDs, but still you cannot make profit or make a living from being just a translator. So this is something we will change. No one is going to come and change that for us, not even the government or the associations. We as professionals, through the everyday life and the practices we do, okay, we implement in our business, everyday business that we do with our clients, we are able to change that. Let me know if you follow me here and if you agree, and let's do it together. One way to change that is to ask people, ask associations that you belong, how much you should charge, so as not to undercharge your services. I started mentoring people for that way. I really want to leverage our profession. I really want to raise awareness about pricing in our profession that is so underestimated. And it's our responsibility, okay, to raise awareness about the value of our profession and what is our worth here. So 7 cents if it is for agencies, okay, definitely shouldn't be the same with direct clients. So one takeaway, different pricing model and strategy for direct clients and agencies, apart from the fact that we are not working as intermediaries. So we need to consider as the end client as it's considered from agencies. And we need to take into calculation the fact that we do marketing to find direct clients. We have paid a program like the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System or the Fully Booked Translator Formula. So we've made an investment to grow our business, to learn marketing methods, to create our marketing material, our website, our LinkedIn profile, to invest time, okay, to implement a campaign, email marketing or LinkedIn prospecting to find our clients, to create portfolios and so on. So we need to put that into our pricing. So very eye-opening exercise that I did with my mentee in my one-to-one program, Miranda from the Netherlands. She told me it was very, very eye-opening exercise to write down what are the things that you do in order to deliver a project. All of the things like the resets, the back and forth communication with the clients, the phone calls, the emails that you exchange, how you educate the client, the resets, the terminology base, the investment that you've made to use a CAT tool to learn the CAT tool. And write down all the things that you do for them. You will realize you don't just translate. So you cannot charge the end client for just translation because other people, they want you to believe so. The fact that you have the knowledge, the fact that you have been studying for so many years to be able to undertake a translation project and to be able, let's say, to have compare the two legal systems if you offer, let's say, legal translation, to be able to convey the message to the other language in such a way that looks natural and also consistent and accurate is not easy and shouldn't be considered as just translation. So write down all the tasks from invoicing, sending codes, educating the client, back and forth communication, clarification, emails that you send to find out. If you create a terminology base, if you go and look for specific comparison to terminology bases and legal system and so on, whatever that you do, write that down in detail. You don't just translate. Then you will know how to satisfy, your pricing. And the second exercise I really do also for my mentees in my private programs in order to leverage, let's say, the mindset, okay, and to find out what's your worth. Write down a different Google Doc, okay, or an Excel spreadsheet, whatever it feels better for you. And write down, Angela, Julie, let me know if you've been doing that. Ileana, I know Ileana has been doing that. Write down all the expenses, okay, that your family have invested in order for you to become an educated translator or interpreter. The many years that you studied and you didn't work so as to make an income, or you worked part-time, so you lost money from not working in order to study. The money that your parents invested for you to study in colleges, universities, or having private teachers, or going to a language school so as to learn the languages. And if you make all this calculation, you will realize that it will be a 6-figure amount. Then you will realize that what you charge the end clients is very low. It's very low, and you need to get back that investment that your father, your mother, your family made for you, and also the years that you invested and you left back your career so as to become an educated, well-educated person with 4 years or 5 years of a degree, BA, okay, bachelor, another 2 or 3 years for a master's degree, even for a PhD. Some of you, you're very educated. All the courses that you've been taking to become specialized in legal or whatever is your specialization. Calculate all of those expenses in the years that you have invested and make sure, and let me know if you have done this exercise. And I would really love to know, what are the results? What are the numbers that come to the results? Do you know how much money your family and you have invested to become such a professional? You need to get back that investment. And you need to get back that investment, not in 20, 50 years. Okay, it's an investment of 10 years, in 10 years or less. You should be able to get that back through your work. And then you will never feel unethical or pity for charging your worth to the end client. So those are two, okay, exercises. And if I'm talking too fast, because I don't want to hold you here 3 hours doing a masterclass for pricing, I would like to keep it 1 hour today. Go back, okay, and check again the video and pause and rewriting. So Cecilia says here, oh, wow, you're so right. I never saw that. Thank you. Cecilia, are you referring to the task that I was telling you to write down all the tasks that you actually do when you translate? You don't just translate. Or are you referring to all the tasks that, all the money that your family and you have invested in order to be able to translate today? Then you will never feel again pity or sorry or unethical when you charge your worth. It's a mindset exercise, and I hope that you'll find it helpful, Cecilia. If you implement it, okay, send me your results or book a call with me, totally free of charge, complimentary, just to get to know you and your results and to be able to give you some feedback. And Ileana, yes, all the money invested in CPD, yes, of course, every year, Ileana. So, Ileana, you also calculate every year CPD there. That should be included in your pricing. This is an investment you've made and you need to get back at some point. Yes, Cecilia says, compounding the money invested. Of course, Cecilia. Of course, your parents educated you, okay? They were working day and night just to make you be that well educated. And you need at some point to be able to bring that investment. So by undercharging your services, it's not good. It's not ethical for the people that they just invested so much time and money for you to become educated. So it's the time today that if we changed our mind, okay, and at least you have already 2 exercises that you can take away from today's pricing exercise. So let me know, guys, if you have any more questions. So Julie mentioned in Munich, Germany. So in Munich, Germany, Julie, she cannot find out what are the going rates there. There is no guidance from a professional association where she lives in Munich. So I don't know if the what is the association? BDU. BDU is the association that exists in German for translators. So maybe you can ask them. So let's get back to the practical exercise that you need to change, okay, your pricing model apart from the mindset. So we discussed about the mindset, that you need to change your mindset, not for just leveraging the profession and start charging what is your worth, but also that because you need to get back the investment that your parents and you have made, and also because you need to make some profit. Otherwise, you won't be able to work as a translator making profit. Is this clear? So let me know. Ileana says that also not only BDI, but also DVUD, okay, maybe also 2 associations. So Ileana, do you know that they don't, let's say, have pricing model for translators? But most associations, they are not allowed, at least here in Greece, they are not allowed. But behind the scenes, you can always ask some colleagues and ask them, Julie, what do they charge, okay? And it's such a, let's say, how to say that in our industry, it's an issue that we don't discuss much. It's an issue that most colleagues, they feel uncomfortable discussing. But I didn't ask you for your annual income. I was asking you your per word rate. It should be something that you should be able to discuss with other colleagues. I don't know why is it taboo. Yes, that's the word I was looking. Why is that such a taboo issue that we cannot discuss ourselves so as to educate the new colleagues? I started and I was paid 1.5 cents, 0.015 cents here in Greece. I was working until 3 a.m. in the morning. I didn't know why I was not able to pay my bills. And no one told me that I was paid peanuts. No one told me that it's not feasible, okay, to get paid that amount of money. I went with the flow and I didn't know. That's something that we need to change. And as more advanced translators, I really encourage you guys to educate the newbies and don't see them as competitors. See them as long-term colleagues that they're getting into our industry and they're shaping our industry through their rates. So if their rates are very low, that's going to be our future. Okay, so if the rates are going lower and lower, it's not because of the competition and it's not because of the worldwide crisis. It's because we don't educate the newbies, the new translators, how much they should charge. And it's because there are some colleagues that they make it as a part-time job or they don't make money out of this. So they do it voluntary or as a hobby. This is how we, let's say, underrate our profession. We need to change that. It's not a competition, and it's not the competitive rates that exist out there. It's the fact that we keep to accepting rates that they are not feasible for us. They don't make any profit for us. And I know that most of the agencies out there, they wouldn't like this if they watch it. I'm sorry, guys. But you can also raise your rates to the end clients. The end clients, if they know that the average rate is, let's say, 10, 12 cents and above, they won't ask you for 3 or 4 cents. You educate the end clients. And it's not because the end clients, they don't have the money exists and always exists for the needs and the value of your service. So if you communicate your value to the end client the way that it should be, the end client will never refuse the high rates. And this is why here I'm writing why, and that's food for thought. Have you ever wondered why some colleagues are able to charge 0.040 or even higher euros per word, okay, and you really struggle to charge or find a client for 6 or 0.08 cents per word? Have you ever wondered? I have news for you. It's a value. They have clearly stated what's the end outcome the client gets by working with them, and that's the value that you don't know and you don't communicate to your end client. That's a problem that we need to change. So let's get back to our pricing model here in strategy that you need to change. Definitely, it should be different for direct clients. So one takeaway, different prices for different types of clients. So if the clients are agencies, you can have your per word rate, which still is very low. I know that there are colleagues that they charge 0.15 cents, dollars, or whatever is their currency there per word for agencies. Okay, so that's food for thought. If you would like to increase your rates for agencies as well. But when you go for direct clients, I really encourage you to have a different business model for the reasons that I just described: leveraging the profession, keeping the standards high, not lowering the rates because you are a solopreneur and you don't have the expense of an agency. That's an excuse. You lowering the profession. You cannot charge 0.08 cents, okay? The end client, like military companies, what to say here, very profitable industries and clients of yours per word. You cannot do that because that's your per word rate for agencies. And I've seen that mistake here happening, okay, from association presidents. Yes, I was able to see that, okay, out of an accident through the communication. And I saw that the president of an association was charging 8 cents a direct client, the legal department of a very big aerospace company. I understand that everyone wants to lower their expenses, but you need to keep the pricing at a standard rate that doesn't lowering our profession. Because if you keep charging the end clients the same rates that you charge agencies, first of all, you will never make profit. Secondly, you don't take into consideration the work that you put into when you work their clients. You need marketing to get them. Okay, you have paid CPDs and courses to become educated. You have paid for invoicing system and you invoice them. You have admin work because you get back and forth. You educate them because they don't know. Okay, you also provide consultation. Some of you told me I don't provide consultation. Of course, you provide consultation. If you offer, let's say, certified translation to your end clients, certified sworn translation, they ask you, okay, is it going to be accepted that country? Is an apostille needed for that? You consult them, okay? You offer them your knowledge. You help them overcome the bureaucracy. That's something we tend to include, okay, just sharing my knowledge, but that's included there. So phone calls, the time that you spend to educate, the admin going back and forth with emails. And if you have invested in your, let's say, cat tool, because, okay, with agencies you might have as well, but with agencies sometimes you get, okay, an access with a link to their cat tool. But you don't need to do that much marketing. With agencies, you just need a CV, okay, most of the time, a CV and a cover letter. And most of them, they have, let's say, on their website, a link where you need and you follow their onboarding process. Is that correct? Let me know if this is not correct. But for direct clients, you need to create marketing campaigns. You need to do research on your ideal clients, ideal client avatars. What are the needs, the pain? You need to create marketing material like portfolio, website. You don't need a website in order to get an agency. You get CPD courses, okay. No matter what's your client, but definitely with direct clients, you have a responsibility of the quality of your work. Of course, with agencies, you have as well. But the end client, you are the point of contact and you need to get back to them with the answers. Invoicing, the agency, some of the agencies, they send you the invoice and that's it. You need to have an invoicing system. You need to have admin, okay, email. Most of the time, it's a professional email address, okay. You need to educate them with many phone calls back and forth. And let me know what else I should add here, Ileana. There is a little awareness about money, unfortunately. Yes, Ileana, it's our mistake. It's not the mistake, okay, of the industry. We cannot blame always the industry. We cannot blame always someone that doesn't exist. It's our blame. We as advanced translators, being so many years in the industry, we should be able to educate newbies. We should be able to tell them, that's wrong. Yesterday, someone applied for my project manager position I have, and she was not, okay, the right candidate. She didn't even have a very good CV. I went on a phone call very short with her and I told her, because you're a graduate of my department, I would really like to give you some feedback because I really want to help you for the next application you're going to make. Go and correct this, and this, and this, and this, and this in your CV. And I would like to show you how I think from the other side, being right now, a recruiter, that this, and this doesn't work, and this, and this, and this doesn't give them the right information on your CV. I help them. I could have just rejected them. I could have seen them as a future competitor of mine. Why should I educate them? I don't see it like that. I see it like I'm leveraging my whole profession by helping newbies. I'm leveraging the standard rates in our profession by helping them not to undercharge their services. So here, I think it's Angela, is you. You need to click the StreamYard link so as to be able to see your name, please. Angela, go to the description box of this live and click on the StreamYard link at the end, okay, so as to be able to see your name. Can you please do this for me? Because I don't see your name and I don't see who's writing this. Okay, let me get back to the group. Angela, is this you? Ileana, can you help? Oh no, this is Vali. Vali notes. If you can go to the StreamYard link, so I won't be able to see your name here. So Ileana, if you can help them how to find that. So Vali's note says, most end clients will choose the cheaper option if they just need the job done. Even high profile ones do. I prefer working with fewer clients that understand the process and value I bring to their projects and compensate accordingly. Truth is not every translator has the luxury of choosing projects and clients. They need any income they can get, and that's why they undercut our fair market value rates. Can I take it, Valley, as okay, Angela, no problem. If you cannot do it from your phone, no problem. So Valley's notes here. She says most end clients will choose the cheaper option if they just need the job done. Those are not your ideal clients. We're talking always in my programs about ideal clients. If they're not your ideal clients, yes, they will just want the job done. It's your own option and decision to choose to work with them. Is that correct, Valley? Then you say even high profile ones do. Yes, doesn't really mind high profile is your ideal client if they really want the job done. And if they really want their job done to the lowest rate, if this lowest rate value is not your threshold, it means it's the minimum one that you need to make income and to pay your bills is lower than this, you can always reject it. Because then you say, truth is not every translator has the luxury of choosing projects. But here I'm telling you, it's not a luxury to choose your projects and your clients and your rates. It's not a luxury to choose how much you need to charge. It's not luxury, because if you undercharging your services and you're not making the income to pay your bills at the end of the month, you're not working for yourself. You are making not even profit. You're making expenses by working for clients that they cannot pay your bills. Can you understand that, Valis? Because all of us were very clever to be translators. We have studied so many years, but for some reason we lack the most common sense here. If you work for lower rates, that they are not able to pay your bills at the end of the month, it's better to reject the project rather than to think that at the end of the month I will get some income. No, you're not going to get some income. You will be working for someone for lower rates than your threshold, the minimum to pay your bills. So you will end up like myself included. I was there, wanking until 3 a.m. in the morning, and at the end of the month, you won't pay the bills. And then you will say, I don't have the luxury to choose my clients. I don't have the luxury, thank you, Angela. I don't have the luxury to choose the projects. I don't have the luxury to choose my rate, but it's not a luxury to put your rates. If you to choose your rates, it shouldn't be a luxury, and it's not based on common sense. A rate is a rate. A rate is a rate that is made upon calculations. And if you don't know how to do it, find the tools I'm sharing here in the chat and create your own pricing model, or book a free call with me to do it. I have no problem. I give so many pro bono calls every year for that reason. So as to raise awareness about this topic, that even you, Vali, that I see that you're a very good colleague and you have a very good profile, still you think that the truth is that every translator has not the luxury to choose project. And I have news for you. It's not about luxury. It's about pricing your services the right way so as you to be able to make the least income to pay your bills and to pay your salary and some extra profit if you would like to be considered a business and not a voluntary, whatever, non-profit organization. They need income they can get, and that's why they undercut our fair market value rates. They undercut our fair value market rates because they think they will make an income. But at the end, they will be working for peanuts. They won't be able to pay their rates. So they undercut our market value rates because they don't know, because of lack of knowledge, and because of not the necessity that they need to make money. Because you cannot make money if you cannot pay your bills, and it's not it's not the purpose of working. So Vali, if you can choose the link, from StreamYard. Absolutely, it's our mission to educate our clients. I'm not undercharging. Perfect for you. I'm telling you about what colleagues are dealing with and what I hear very frequently. That's why I'm here, to change that, because I hear also very frequently things that they don't really correspond to reality. So if people are telling you that I need to cut my rates because I need some income, that's an excuse, because they didn't make a research beforehand to know how much they need to charge in order to make a living. They end up cutting charges just to get some experience working with clients, but they don't pay their bills through that. So they are not professionals. And at the end, they have not made a research to find clients that they really are able to pay their rates. The clients are not going to find you. Most of you, they're telling me, okay, I'm waiting for clients to find. No, the clients are not there to find you. It's our responsibility to find out those clients. It's not that the clients are going to find us. It's our responsibility. When I see people putting the badge looking for work or setting posts, it was a slow month, I just need work. Why? If they had made a proper marketing research for their idea clients, if they had implemented, just a small marketing campaign through emails, the regular one that the old times people were putting into practice, they would have got some results. Being desperate, looking for work online without making any small step towards your goals, looking for clients yourself, then you will end up working for peanuts and bottom feeders. That's what I would like to change with this masterclass, okay? That's why I'm here live with you. I'm already 40 minutes here, and I have already explained to you how to change mindset. I have given you 2 exercises that you can practice at home. I have given you 2 resources to find out the average rate so as not to go lower than this, and to find out, based on your expenses, what should be your threshold, okay? What is the minimum, okay, that you need to charge just to make a living? Otherwise, you not only you don't make money, but you also you're lowering our profession. The rates are going lower and lower, and we keep using the excuses because of competition. No, it's not because of competition. We make the competition. We are included in the competition. Ileana says it's better to invest time on marketing so that your clients can come to you. Definitely. Instead of accepting low rates. Yes, because accepting low rates, okay, will give you on work, but it's not going to pay your bills. And apart from that, the next time they will come with a lower rate. And then upcoming time, they will come with even a lower rate. And then they will ask us to work for free. Why not? And then we will be considered as a very low profitable industry and profession, even if we have master's degrees and PhDs and we have studied for so many years. We are, let's say, talking 2 or 3 languages, most of us, but we still are not clever enough to make money. Why? Why? Because most of the people, they want to be considered as that. If we don't change our pricing model individually, each of us, if individually we don't understand how much we need to charge and we accept rates that the industry gives us, then we will be a victim to the industry. We'll be a victim of what the other people want to pay us. We need to start from today. And if you join the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System or any of my mentoring programs, this is something I don't negotiate. We're going to cover. You need to know what's your threshold, what's your minimum you need to charge, so as to make a living out of your profession, so as to be considered as the high value expert and go to expert in your field of expertise. So let me know if you have questions and let's get back to you. So here we described, okay, what might be, an average rate of Angela's, but here you might see other people's, okay, average per word rate. So it's totally different, but I understand. And then we go for direct clients. So it's wrong to charge the same rates. What you need to do, double or triple, or even better, use the tool that I'm sharing in the chat and calculate your living expenses and find out how much you need to charge so as to make ends meeting, so as to pay your bills, so as to cover at least your expenses and pay your monthly salary. This is a very comprehensive tool I will be sharing. So in such a case, if you charge 7 cents, as Angela mentioned, so it's going to charge, let's say, double 14 cents, okay, if it's euro or dollar or whatever, the end client. And I've seen even colleagues, per word is this? Yes. In my programs, there were people that were charging 28 cents, even intermediaries, not the end clients, okay, dollars or euros or whatever. So think about it, okay, and let me know what is going to be your pricing model. And let's start with your existing situation, what you need to change. So it's you to be able, Angela, okay, I'm taking Angela as an example because Angela, she really used the chat here to share me her pricing. If you have your pricing model, guys, and if you can answer those questions I'm going here to share with you, I would be happy to do this for your own situation. Okay. So what is this file here? We have the 2022 or 23. Okay, it's up to you, the previous year. And we put here the the next year, 23. If you start with the 22, okay, you need to go for 2024. It really depends on your starting point, okay? And what's your starting point? If you're taking this year, okay, as your starting point, or you're taking the upcoming year, like 2023 as your starting point, if you have the numbers, and then you go 2024 as your goal. Is this clear so far? Are you following me? You can do this exercise at the same time with me, so as to be able to evaluate your results. It's pretty simple, I will share with you an Excel spreadsheet if you wish, where it has all the calculation. But here I would like to make it as simple as it gets. Through my screen, I had here my whiteboard, but you cannot see it. So, okay. So let me know in the chat if you're here with me. And let me know, Angela, if I'm putting the right information, and help me, okay, to be able to complete that right with your own information. So you need to know what your per word rate is, okay? Your per word rate was 0.07. Angela, euros, you're in Italy, is that correct? Yes, totally, Ilan, I totally agree with you. Invest some time to grow in your business, to be your own boss. If you really struggle to get clients and being, always there, like looking for work or looking desperate, looking for clients, no one is going to pay you the 40 cents. But if you establish a very strong brand, a LinkedIn profile and a website with the right keywords, you promote your value that you offer to your end clients, okay, then you will be able to charge the 28 or 40 cents that my mentees, they charge to the end clients or intermediaries. Okay, is this clear so far? Let me know, guys, if you follow me here. And let's continue. So then you need to know your daily output. Do you know? Of course, it's easier if you know your annual output, but does anyone here knows what's your annual for 2022 output? Like how many words you translate per year? Those are questions for your homework. I will put here some questions for your homework. Because we don't have the time, but definitely it's a good exercise. And I will always share the link to book a call with me. So let me know, guys. Okay, thank you for being so active in the chat and mentoring for translators. Thank you for being so active on LinkedIn as well. Amazing, guys. Thank you for joining me live. And let me know, Lucilla, Cecilia, how I can help you with your marketing exercises here. Lucilla, yes, you're into Spanish. So I suppose you're in Spain. Cecilia, are you in traduction? So you're most probably Cecilia is France. Let me know. Okay. Perfect. I see also the chat if you see me. So your daily output, Adela, to make it here live and real, do you know your daily output? If you're not here with me, I will put out of my top of my head, but it would really worth it, to be able to have some real numbers here. Okay. So usually the daily output might be, 1,500 words or something, or 2,000, 2,000 words. I'm giving away too much knowledge today, guys. Then you need to know how many days per month you work. And you need to take into consideration illness, unexpected, low workflow, vacations, any other, reasons you might not be able to work. So usually the working days per month are 25, but you can put 20 in your case. And also you need to choose what will be, okay, your daily. So first question, what's your ideal annual income for 2023, 2024? What's your ideal, ideally, without any secondary thoughts, ideal working hours? What's your ideal working hours per week or per day? And then you take it per year. So would you like, for example, to work 6 hours per day? And does this work include also invoicing, admin, marketing, the way we do, let's say, in our ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system? So the 6 hours, let's say, that you mentioned here would be for translating only. You need to know that. Or it's going to be 4 hours translating. Then you need to put here the translation hours, even if, okay, you need to calculate that you will be needing to work extra for that work. So 20 days per month, or what I usually say, the months could be, or months per year could be, and so I put away the 2 months so as to have vacation, travel, unexpected illness, or whatever. You can put even less if you would like to travel 3 months. It's up to you. You are creating your own situation. So you need to know here what's your annual revenue. I don't have numbers here, so I need your numbers, guys, so to give you an example. And here in 2003, you need to go, okay, this is here, okay, perfect. You need to know what's your goal when it comes to annual revenue. Is it 6-figure? So let's say if you were making 20K, you would like to go to 40K. If you were making 40K, you would like to go to 60, 80K, double your income. And if you were making already 80K, you would like to go to 6-figure business. That's what I would like you to think about. I don't have the numbers just to tell you that you can go to 6-figure business or you can go to 80K. It's up to you, okay? What you would like to be your annual. So let me know, guys, in the chat. Give me just an example so as to be able, okay, to give you precise here pricing model for you. So I don't know, Angela, are you here? Would you like to help me to do this for you? What we are going to do, we're going to find out what's your per word rate that you need to charge so as you to be able, okay, to reach 6-figure year or 80K here or whatever is your goal, okay? What's your per word rate? How you can do this calculation? If you keep all the rest of the information the same, like you work 10 months, okay, and 6 hours per day, you can find your daily output. You make the calculation how many hours you work per year, and then you find how much you need to charge so as to be able, okay, to make the annual revenue that you wish. So fill this. I'm watching from the car. Okay, no problem, Angela. You're watching from the car. But if you can give me some numbers, okay, it doesn't have to be accurate, an example that I can make this for you, or you can keep it from for our program. Okay, no problem. Sorry, but no worries. There's a bad connection. So, guys, if you can give me an example, I can give you here my answers. So let's say we charge 7 cents and we know that our daily output is 1,500 words. Okay, let's start with the minimum. And we know that we work, let's say, 5 days per week, and we work 6 hours, and then we need to put it into hours, okay? 6 hours per day. So we work 5 days, so 20 days per month, 10 months, so we skip, okay, the 2 months for the reasons I just mentioned, and we find out how many hours per day we're going to work, 6 or 4 here, depending what you would like to do this, okay? I'm sorry for this. So how many hours? That depends here from your answer. So you need to know what your answer here, okay, just to be able to make this. Is this clear so far? So I'm giving you just an example to make the calculations, but you need to be precise here with your numbers. If you don't know the first column on the left, what's your existing situation, where you stand right now, no one can help you reach the end point. It's like the Google Maps. If you don't put here where you stand right now, Google Maps cannot give you precise directions to get you to, okay, your destination. So you need to let them know where you stand. And if you don't know, start writing right now. Lucy, Aguila, Angela, Julie, Valley, Ileana, Cecilia, all of you guys that you're watching right now, you need to start calculating your numbers. You need to know how many words you translate per day, how many days you have illness or sickness, or you take a vacation, which means it's not going to be productive per year. And you need to know your daily output and how much you've been charging your end clients and the workflow that you used to have. You can, just a simple Excel spreadsheet, but there are so many CRM systems and productivity tools that you can use, like in a simple Excel spreadsheet or even LSP Expert. It can show you how much you charge your clients, who is the worst paying client, okay, in terms of rates, what was the most profitable in terms of hours that you invested their time. So there are tools that they can do the calculation for you, but you need to put there to feed it with information, or just a simple calculator like this one, where you just write down every project, how many hours you worked, it took you, okay, how many words was it, how much did you charge, and then just to know your numbers. If you know your numbers, then I will let you know how much you need to increase your current per word rate, okay, so as to be able to make the ideal lifestyle of yours, let's say working, as you see here, 6 hours per day, if that's your ideal. Is this clear? So let's say you work 20 days, and how many hours we mentioned, like let's say 4 hours or 6, let's say the 6 hours per day. Is that correct? Or you would like 4 hours? Give me an example. I'm making some calculation here. So if you say, let's say you work 6 hours a day, okay, and you work 20 hours, so it's going to be per week, how many? Per week, it's like you work 5 days per week, 6 hours a day, you make the calculation, and it's 30 hours, which is per month, 120 hours. So you know your hourly rate as well, because you know your daily output, and your daily output is going to be 6 hours. If your daily output is 6 hours, you decide to be 6 hours based here. Is this clear? Let me know if you have questions, because I would really like to help you here to do this homework, and you can book a call with me to discuss the results. Okay. Any questions? So put down, okay, it can be an average. Doesn't have to be, okay, if you have different prices for different clients, bring the average. Your daily output, put your existing, okay, daily output based on the hours you work. So if it's 8 hours, you need to go here and you change the hours. If it's 10 hours, you translate 10 hours, you go here and you put 10 hours. It's up to you. You need to know, okay, so if you would like here to go your daily output per 6 hours, you would like to work, let's say 6 hours, you need to know what's this for 6 hours. So if this is for 8 hours, you need to know for 6 hours would be like 1,200, whatever. Is this clear so far? And let's say that your ideal situation here is 8. So here, if you go for 8, it's more hours here. You need to change that. But let's say you have the same lifestyle, 6 hours, you continue to have the same 6 hours, you continue to work, let's say 10 months per year, 20 hours, 20 days per month, and 120 hours, okay, per month again. So you can find your monthly, and then you make your calculation per annual. So that's your monthly output, okay? If your daily output is 6 hours, then your monthly hour, you put that calculation here, okay? So you put your monthly output and you divide it. So monthly output, you go for your daily. Is it too primitive or you have done this exercise? Let me know. But most of the colleagues I work with my mentoring program, they have never done this. So let's say that you work that many hours and let's say you calculate how many words you translate per hour, not per hour, per day. So you need to divide the hours per 6. Or you need to find, let's say here, your hourly, daily and hourly output, okay? Just to find the monthly. Easy. Isn't it easy? So what's your hourly? Has anyone been doing this with me? Am I alone here? 250 words. So in order to find your monthly is 120 multiply. Is this clear? Words. If you go past 10 months, then you find, okay, your annual output. Here you have this annual output with 300,000 words. Okay? You make the division. If it's going everything to stay the same, here in order to make your per word rate, you need to do the calculation and put the annual revenue that you would like to make divided by the number of words that you're expected to get if you keep the same. So you mentioned like here, okay, if you keep everything the same, you need to know, okay, but also the annual revenue will play a role, which we don't have it here, okay? This is something we don't have. So we need to know this as well. But here is just an estimate. This is just an estimate just to help you get closer. And maybe here you might change. You can go for 8 hours, you can play with the numbers. So if you go for 8 hours, you work more and you are able to make more thousands of words then, because you would like to increase your income, but you don't want to have that high prices. You play around either with the output that you make, the numbers of hours that you work, okay, how many words you make, let's say per 8 hours. Yes, 2,000 words. Here it is. So 2,000 words, if you do again the calculation, it will be different here because the hours will be different. So you need to make the hours again different. So if you have 20 days again, 10 months, okay, you can even go for less or more. That's up to you. If you know your numbers, you can be more accurate here. If you don't know your numbers, you cannot be accurate. But the hours is a multiply of the daily output that you have here. So it really plays a role. So you need to go with the hours per day and the days that you're going to work. So here you have 160 hours, okay? So it means that you can translate more words. So it goes to multiply 160 with 2,000 words that you have in a daily. So you get like 300, okay, per annual here. That's a draft calculation because you can get up with more projects, higher paying projects, or less time consuming project. Or if you have a cattle, okay, you can actually work less and earn more because you just change the, okay, calculations there. With the times, the output, everything changed here. So if we do the divide here, okay, the money that we would like to make, okay, again, with the number of words that we translate, okay, it's 0.25. You might tell me here, it's 3 times, yes. It's over the 3 times, 3 times and a half, but, okay, we don't know the annual revenue here. So she doesn't only double, she might tripling her income, or she might, but that's totally doable when you work with direct clients, okay? That's something totally doable. But you need to know your per word rate, your daily output, if you have repetition or not. And here it's not comparable, the 7 to the 25, because we don't know the annual revenue here. We miss that. So we need to take that into consideration just to know where we go. So let's say if you were making, then if you would like 50K, if you change, let's say your income, it's up to you what you would like, okay, to make. You make just the same calculations, and that's a draft of you knowing where you need to stand, your ideal pricing, not the threshold, your ideal pricing based your, let's say, daily output, so as to be able, okay, for this kind is 0.0156, okay? That's different here. You would like 50K. It really depends on what you would like, 50 or 80K here. And also depends on your existing situation. If I don't know where you stand right now, I cannot help you to grow. And that's euro, that might be dollars, depending on where you are based, okay? This is pretty simple calculation. You can go back and forth. So we would like your ideal annual income, your existing annual income, your ideal working hours, so as to make that happen for you for 6, 8 hours, whatever that would be, okay? And definitely you need to find your threshold. The threshold is a different one. The threshold is the minimum you need to charge so as to cover your expenses. And here above, we talked about the ideal pricing and ideal per word rate so as to be able to reach a 6-figure business or doubling your income. Any questions, guys? I'm not going to keep this forever. So you can watch it as many times as it exists live here in the group. That's a very, draft. And of course, we can create an Excel spreadsheet to get back to you with as many details. So I would love to make 80K, but who pays 25 per word? I have clients, they pay 28 and 40 cents per word, even the intermediaries. So it's not about who is going to pay the 25. It's about where you stand right now, because the 25 is not you, okay? It's not your own case here. That's what I would like you, Sophia, to understand. So here we're not talking about your own case scenario because I didn't have your numbers. So maybe based on your own calculations, based on your own output and the days that you work, the months that you work, might be different, might be 15K. Because I didn't mention only 25K, I mentioned only 15K to 25. 15K is pretty regular rate in our industry. Yes, hello, Angela. Thank you so much. You can watch the recording. Thank you guys for staying that long with me. It really depends on your existing situation and where you would like to go. So that was just an example. Okay, the disclaimer is that you don't need to charge 25 cents to get 6-figure, because it really depends on your existing model. Zofia, you might be able to find clients who pay you 25 cents, but you still don't make 6-figure business because if you don't have enough continuity or enough workflow. So it doesn't really matter. You need to find your own numbers for your own situation, for your own company, for your own business model. Do you understand that? So that was just a calculation to show you what numbers you need to put there. So you need to put your own daily output. You need to put your own hours that you work per day. You need to put your own days that you work per week. You need to put your own workflow that you had last year. And you need to put also your business routine, how many hours you would like to work. And of course, the ideal revenue annual you would like to get. So Zofia, let's change our mindset. It's not about who is going to pay 25 cents. I have clients, they pay 28 and even more. And mentees of mine, they're paying 28 cents per word for intermediaries. It's not about that. It's about finding what's your threshold. For you, the minimum that you need to charge us to pay your bills. Do you know that, Zofia? And then you need to find, based on your business model and the revenue you would like to make the next year, how much you need to charge per word based on your daily output. So 25 cents is very similar. And I started for 15. So even 15K, some people, they make 6-figure. With 15K, they make, it really depends on all the numbers that you need to change in this table. Is this clear, guys? Let me know, Zofia, if this is clear, because it's not always about, blaming the charges and who's going to pay and where we're going to find. I'm bringing again the paperclip, okay? That's Tiffany's.co in the UK. They sell for £1,000. Who is going to pay £1,000 for a paperclip? Well, I have news for you. Tiffany.co, they have an audience for them. They have found the clients that they are able to pay £1,000 for a paperclip. Yes, it's gold. So what would you pay for a gold paperclip? £1,000. They have the audience. So it's not about who is going to pay 25 cents. It's about choosing your rates in a strategical way that you will be able to end up having the income that you wish by the end of the next year. And that might happen the six-figure business with 15 cents or 12 cents. I did it. Okay, with 15 cents per word or 12 cents per word. I did it and I keep doing that. So it's not about the per word rate. It's about choosing the right rate for you, your daily out, your business model, how many hours you would like to work, and then finding the clients that they are able to pay that rate for you. It's not about them choosing your rates. It's about you choosing your clients based on your own rates. I hope that I have helped you guys today and change your mind. It's not about your clients accepting your rates. It's about you accepting the clients that they are able to pay your rates. Is this clear? Let me know, guys. I really wish you the best success to your business, either you join the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System or not. The Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System is a 12-week program. We're going to start leveraging your online presence and your branding so as to promote you as the go-to expert and to be able to get a steady stream of high-quality clients on a consistent basis coming to you, that they're able to pay your rates. So we do the research for you, okay, beforehand, so as to be able to get a steady flow of such clients. So not every time to start looking who is going to pay that rate. No, we establish ourselves as the go-to expert. We're recreating our marketing and our branding. We promote ourselves as the go-to expert. Okay, this is an altogether different approach. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your feedback and being so active in the community. Let me know if you have any questions about your own business model, your own pricing. Book a free call with me in the link that I will be sharing here in the chat. And let me know, guys, if you have any questions. I would really love to answer them. If you're watching the recording, okay, use the hashtag recording and tag me so as me to be able to get back to you with my answers. But again, that's just a general approach. It's not for your own business. That doesn't mean if you start charging per word that rate, you will end up with 80K, because I don't know your own numbers. I don't know your existing situation, and I don't know your output, how many days you're going to work. So everything here is just an example, okay? Because you didn't give me real numbers. In my mentoring programs, I use your real numbers, okay? So I recreate your charging and your rates according to your own needs. So in a mentoring session with me, we could find, okay, Zofia, your own numbers. So we would be able, okay, to find how much you need to charge us to make 80K per year, or 50K per year, or 100K per year if you would like to reach six-figure, but it's totally doable. And again, it's not about who is going to accept your rates. It's about you, okay, setting up a system that brings to you only the clients, that they see the value that they're able to pay your own bills, rather than the other way around, you to change your pricing based on the budget of your clients. No, this has never worked. And if you don't have the resources to adjust your budget to the budget of the clients, you will end up not even making profit, but you will end up owning money, okay, to taxes and authorities. And you will be coming back to me telling me, Virginia, I cannot make a profit. Yes, you cannot if you don't have the right pricing model for your own business, including the taxes that you pay, okay, the taxes, the income taxes, the VAT that you pay, everything, okay, that you need to know. So book a free call with me to discuss it further, or join the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System starting in June, because we're going, okay, to discuss that there thoroughly. There's an additional exercise there specifically for you, and in one-to-one session as a bonus in this program. So even if it's a group program, you get a lot of individual help there. Okay, guys, so let me know if you have more questions. Cecilia, thank you so much. Okay, Zofia, thank you so much for expressing your secondary thoughts. Yes, this is an altogether different approach. I totally understand, guys. And that's why I came here, because I saw so many questions in the masterclass we had on Tuesday. I hope that you watch the recording, many of you. You get back to me with more questions. And already 6 spots were sold yesterday for the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System. I will be accepting another 6. And then doors will be closing next Tuesday. So if you're seriously about growing your business using LinkedIn, book a free call with me right now to see if this is the right program for you, because I'm not accepting everyone. Thank you, Zofia. It's not an interesting perspective. It's the right perspective that we should all of us be taught at the universities. We should be taught that from very early stages in our career, so as to be able to leverage our industry, okay, and also to make profit and change our mindset rather than looking for clients desperately and accepting any kind of rate so as to have an income that is not going to pay our bills, to change that from scratch, having the right strategy, the right marketing campaigns, marketing material, funnels, sales funnels through LinkedIn and websites, so as to get our clients coming to us on a consistent basis. And we don't need to be a very big company to have that. Marketing agencies, they charge me 2,500 euros per month for the things that I teach for free. You don't need to pay any additional budget to implement what we teach in the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system. Okay, you just need to implement what I teach you, and it's totally for free. Apart from the fact, if you choose to use automation tools, it's like $15 per month, $15 per month, very low investment if you would like to use automation tools, and it's not obligatory. So if you really would like to set up the pricing and your strategy for your business the right way, if you really see yourself growing seriously the upcoming 3 months during the summer and be ready in September to get fully booked with your ideal clients, not everyone, your ideal clients, to know how to deal, how to close a deal. I have created scripts on how to run calls with your clients, on how to close a 5-figure deal, how to negotiate, how to answer when everyone asking you for your pricing. And I don't suggest you to use a pricing list or a per word rate for your direct clients. All of this is taught in the program. And the program is an implementation program, which means that we are going there together to go through your own strategy, to go through your goals and your questions. And we are going to set up a plan for you to help you achieve your financial freedom, your goals, your annual revenue goals, and of course, to help you set up a system that really works for you based on your own personality, and things that I will be teaching you that you will be able to implement afterwards, because I don't want to teach you something that you will feel uncomfortable implementing afterwards. Everything in the program will be taught, will be addressed to you guys, and you will be able to implement it anytime in your business that you will need that. And also, yes, you get access to the material for a whole year. So yes, the program, the active one, is for 3 months, but the actual content of the program, the recordings and everything, okay, if you would like to find out more about the ULPS, Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System, click on the link I'm sharing here in the chat as well. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Zofia. Thank you, Leana. Thank you, Cecilia. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, all of you guys. Vali, that you don't use your names here. And yeah, see you tomorrow. We're going to be live with Ileana sharing her success story. And then on Saturday, I will be going live to answer your most common questions. And on Tuesday or Monday, I will be sharing some success stories to be motivated and inspired by people. They join such a program and they're able to make 5-figure months, 6-figure business, and also gain 5-figure projects. Because most of you, you've been booking calls with my community managers and you're asking them if it's feasible to make 10K months because I'm telling so you don't believe it. First, you need to believe it yourself. Second, go to my vmentoring.com/success stories to find out what people they have achieved, being introvert, all of them working from home, having 3 children. They don't have something different from you. All of them, they have the same background with you. What they did, they just went off their comfort zone. And which link, Zofia? Yes, I will be sharing. Which link are you referring to? You would like the book Free Call with Me or the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System is vmentoring.com/ULPS. And I will be sharing here in the chat, but let me know which link. Thank you, guys. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Is that correct, Ileana? 2 p.m. Central European time, 3 p.m. my time. Can you check in the events? Ileana and I will be there answering your most common questions and sharing Ileana's success story path, how she started as an interpreter, losing her work and jobs through exhibitions that they stopped during the COVID, rebranding her whole business model, getting clients through LinkedIn, and some of them are the biggest cosmetic brands. And we will end up how she uses portfolios in a targeted way, sending us several messages per week so as to get 2 or 3 clients every week for her own business. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'm already 1 hour and 20 minutes going ahead. Thank you for being so patient and stay that long with me. I hope that I have helped you again. Yes, 2 p.m. Central European time, 3 p.m. my time in Greece. Thank you, Ileana. So we will go live again tomorrow and take a look at the program because it starts in June. We have 1 month preparation with the onboarding form. I will be sending you right away when you join the program. And also the price will be higher after Tuesday, and maybe also it will be closed if I reach the participants numbers that I have as a goal. So we will start in June. Is the most innovative business mentoring program that exists out there. It's a proven process that helps you become visible to 100 clients per day or per week. It's up to you. It's a program that has helped colleagues like you, solopreneurs, freelancer working from home, to reach 10K months. And it's a program that will help you to set up a sales funnel, a process that will bring to you clients on a consistent basis. Tomorrow with Ilana, we are going to describe how Ilana did it for her own business. And the upcoming days, we will have more surprise participants. Thank you, guys. Have a lovely rest of the day where you are right now. And see you tomorrow. And of course, see you in the group. Bye-bye for now.